As you can see, I'm a little bit outside, somewhere in the forest, not the forest of death from Naruto, but I'm in the forest. And today I am going to be talking about what I promised a long time ago. The review of the chapter 699 and 700, or as we all know it, the Naruto finale. Okay, whew. Sorry, I'm just a bit cold and I'm gonna be talking a bit weird, so, and it's a bit noise around, hope you can understand. But yeah, let's get to the point. The marvelous 2 chapters that ended what once used to be a great series, as we all say. Wow, so what can I say? The beginning, as we all know, after Sasuke and Naruto fight and they share their feelings and all that stuff. Sakura comes back with Kakashi from wherever she was, left somewhere. Sorry about that. And they don't laugh. Yeah, and they find, as we all know, Naruto and Sasuke in that heart shapes, handshake wannabe or whatever, bloody and stuff around, and then she goes fast to them and to heal them and all that stuff, and then Sasuke goes like, Sakura, I'm sorry, and then she says, for what? That part is so controversial. I mean, for what? Let's see. Kind of like 3 murder attempts and a little bit of, or a little bit more, better said, of humiliation of your skills. A lot of times, you know. Bar, true, that genjutsu from part 1, but after that we all know what comes. What next? Basically, I don't know, never considering you an important important enough, as we all know Sasuke. But yeah, I know, I kind of liked the part because, in a symbolic way, you know, it's that whole Team 7 reunion we all hoped for, and it was nice. Just the choice of dialogue, let's say, it wasn't the best, because on Sakura's side, I know she's very understanding, I love her for that, it's one of the character traits I always loved, but when it comes to Sasuke, she just kinda goes a bit too far, so yeah, and it basically undermines, you know, Sasuke's apology, because now Sasuke apologizes for what we find to be a wrong path. He is now a good guy, back to being a good guy. By the way, Sasuke, what about that revolution, you know? I mean, this makes me go to the next part when he leaves Konoha and to go on his redemption path and all that, and he takes all that blame, you know, upon himself and stuff, and Kakashi goes, dude, don't do that because my ass gonna get busted. Which is coming from Kakashi, what happened to I'm gonna protect my comrades no matter what, you know, and all those things. But yeah, he was criminal. The system, finally, now it's somewhat resolved, but not so kind of resolved, because we need a new series now to milk some more money and all that stuff. And yeah, and as I was saying, all that thing Sasuke tells to Naruto, that we lived in a world full of hatred, starved of love, and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, you were about to fight that hatred, what happened to that, you know? But oh well. Guess it doesn't fit the new dynamics of a big loving Sasaki family. Pardon my sassiness. Yeah. And besides that, oh yeah, we've got more panels with Hinata waking up as if, wow. But now that we found out later, wow, why this whole thing with Hinata. But it still doesn't explain. I mean, there are just some panels added there with no substantial significance. She just woke up. But anyway, then there's the, what else? We have the forehead poke, which everyone goes crazy about. And I'm like, you know, Kishi left on a loose end up there. What about chapter 3, where we all know what what happened back then, you know? I mean, that was Naruto, and the way Sakura was portrayed up to this chapter, she should have known. I mean, made all those connections that would be a thing that Naruto would do. But, well, I guess that for the Boruto series, so we need to forget that as well, because, you know, it raises questions, and then at the end it's not so magnificent. So, yeah. What else do we got? Oh, yeah, the most important thing, of course. Naruto leaves, you know, Sasuke to go around and roam in the world, despite him, you know, dedicating his whole life, bringing him back to Konoha. I mean, I agree, Sasuke shouldn't have been there. I haven't seen him back to sorry about that. Back to Konoha myself, but the point is, you know, it kind of headbutts with the whole thematic, the whole principle of the manga. So what about that? I mean, and then, yeah, of course, we have chapter 700, which is which is translated as everyone just popped babies, which, as you know, is not on my exact taste, given the pre-established themes and all those things we just brushed aside, and it's just such a bad ending, because a good ending should have answered all those questions, but instead this ending raises a whole nother bunch of series of questions, and why this and why that. I mean, how was that with Find a Girl Like Your Mother, as we all know, or the Child of the Prophecy, who supposedly ended the circle of hatred, but he kind of didn't end it, and so Naruto becoming Hokage, which was his dream, is basically just empty, and it doesn't mean anything. And for a series that was once so great, or at least to me, in certain perspectives, it's just too bad to me, and I cannot. I wouldn't have imagined Kishi. I mean, he could have just ended things so simple, the way he started in 699 with Team 7 reunion and finally getting all lovely-dovely and stuff. And he could have just ended there, and given that he already introduced the whole parallel world, multiverse, something idea, he could have just let it there and make sure he has, you know, all the fans still appreciating the series and all that. But instead he trashed his main cast, and everything became a mess just for a little bit of more money milking, because we gotta have Boruto now. And yeah, so basically, in my opinion, as I always said, it's a bad ending from many points of view, and it basically tramples on the #1 trait of Naruto's character and this whole series, taking shortcuts. And what Kishi did with this ending was basically taking shortcuts, and that's basically not what you do when you have such a series, when you have such a reputation to hold, because, you know, it's the reputation you yourself put up there. And so, just for this reason alone, this could be named a bad ending. But it is, sadly, a bad ending from all the other points of view, and I'm sure that we all talked about this already, and enough, I think. But since I said I would be doing this, here it is finally, yeah. I know I still have the last Naruto, the not so last Naruto, the movie as I like to call it, review that's gonna come up as well at some point. Please excuse my face once again. And yeah, that's basically it. And now I'm gonna go because I'm freezing. Hope you liked and love you lots. Bye. We're saying the the forehead poke.
It's like we're always searching for the seeds we've sown.